Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. It is 8:07 in the PM. That's Colorado Mountain Time. This is the Veremos Show. Your regular host is not in today because he is had some errands with his family. Family does come first. So he graciously asked me if I can take over. I can definitely do one show. And of course, whoever's been seeing the show, they know Jacob. Jake, could you raise your hand so people, there you go. And then we have a new member covering from my brother, as all the way from Tampa, Florida. There you go, Mr. T.L. Davis in the house. There you go.
How you
And
guys
me,
doing tonight?
I'm
Yes,
Ricky
sir.
Amsterdam. All good. So without further ado, I do have some things that I want to say. I want to leave it for later, but I want to say what Jay thought of the game from last night.
All right. So my prediction for game 3, it was pain. It was pain. I thought we were gonna go double digits on it. But actually we lost double digits. So but I'm not surprised. My outtake from what I've seen, it was pretty much like game 1. It was pretty much like game 1. Athleticism and size dominated the whole game. There's some other key points that I want to point out later on in the conversation, but I think it was just the Joker, the ball rolling in, always rolls in the ball. It's like, as a basketball player, man, when you see that, it's like, oh my goodness, every single ball is gonna roll in. Like no one can like roll out. So it was a tough night, I would say, and we missed a lot of shots. I would say the first half of the game, we ended up down by 5. They started hot on the third quarter. They built an advantage, and that's pretty much it was a wrap. We were never able to come back from that one. But that's my outtake of the game.
All right. Well, that's a good outtake. Thank you, Jay, for being man enough and saying that you completely messed up your prediction. Double digits, 12 points. And then you used a specific word that we use in Spanish, salsa. So when you use the word salsa, it's very offensive because it's not that you're losing, it's that you're getting your ass handed to you in a plate of salsa. That's what I understood. But Jay, thank you for being honest and straightforward with that. Takes a man to admit where it's completely erroneous, just like you were. So without being said, Mr. TL, what's your outtake on the game, brother?
First off, I want to say thank you, fellas, for having me. It's always so good to chop it up with my brothers. Life's too short, and we need to do this a lot more. So, and much love to all y'all. And brother that's missing, I know he here, but he's just not here. So, we'll get him next time. Yeah. But yeah, man. So back to what Jay was saying, like for me, this is it in a nutshell. Vincent, 7 points. Max Struss, 3 points. Caleb Martin, 10 points. Kyle Lowry, 9 points. Murray and Joker, 20 assists together, 66 points. So I don't know if they was playing another game, maybe soccer. I don't know if they had a day off, but 7, 10, that's 17, 18, 19, 20, that's 29 points with the 4 players outside of Butler who had 28. And the Joker and them had 20 assists and 66 points. That right there is that's not gonna work, man. So I don't know if it was discipline, but the lanes was open. 20 assists? Whew. That's pretty bad, man. So I'm not sure what was different from game 1 to game 2 that went right back to the same thing that was at game 3, but with the crowd at Miami. Man, like I told Jay, man, I'm like, bro, they playing good. I tell you what, the Nuggets won that game because they played a perfect game. It was pretty much a perfect game.
Wow.
Even though it ended at 109 to 94, But in the fourth quarter, it was 27-26. Denver over Miami. Third quarter, 29-20. Second quarter, 29-24. That third quarter killed them in that second quarter. So I don't know what happened in between that part of that game right there, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I see they looked a little soft. Looked a little soft, man.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. That is very clean. We're again touching a lot of good points. So what can they do to not look sloppy, careless, tired? It looked like a completely different team from game 2, but exactly the same team as game 1.
Right.
What can they do? What improvements you think they can do? You being from the Florida dude, man, Mr. T.
For me, my brother, I think I was looking at some of the stats, and the Joker and them, they got a lot of points within like 10 feet of the goal. Miami didn't. Nobody protected the goal, I don't think, bro. So it was the high percentage shots, and I don't know what it is or what they need to do with the Joker, but they got to make some kind of game adjustments. They let him get down there and post himself up. And Jay know what I'm talking about. Kevin Love is not the answer, Jay. That guy was deep. That dude, he looked at like waste management out there, bro. He can't protect the lane. He's too much of a man for that dude. So they're gonna have to make some game time adjustments when it comes to the painted area. And to be honest, I don't know who can do that right now, man. In case I don't know how they're gonna do that, Jay will have to answer that about Patrick Swayze. But man, that's a tough. That dude, that Joker, man. If you could play down low and be big like that and still play up top, that's tough. So I don't know, man. They got to get a little bit more beefy down low.
Been there, done that. That's a player that obviously you cannot control. He's gonna do whatever the hell he wants to do. But some things that he cannot and he should not be able to do is like take the ball from the rebound and just dribble it all the way to the other. No, hell no. And I've seen it done like the behind the back and all that. Oh, hell no. So
can I ask you this, brother? What about the fadeaway in the paint? He was killing them with like that little turnaround. Let me back him up, Kevin Love, right back, like maybe 3, 4, 5 feet away from the goal. Right outside of the where you take the charge at. He killing him right there, Jay. Killing him.
Okay, so I got a point here. Okay, so what I saw was the first 2 quarters we were only down by 5 points. We started out slow, but it's not that we started out slow. For me, it's that they show the playbook. They show the playbook, which I was telling in the previous show. I was saying like, all right, so Denver, if they're smart, they only need 1 game. They need to decide which game is that they're going to steal. All right. So I would say that the difference in the second half of the game is that they show the playbook. They show the adjustments that they make for the game. They hold them up for the second half of the game, and they were able to steal the game. But I don't see them winning the 4th game. I don't see them winning the 4th game, and that's a problem. That's a problem because in a series now, when we win this 4th game, and I'm totally biased for Miami, when we win the 4th game, now we're going back to Denver with the momentum. So if Denver loses that 5th game, they're gonna have to come back to the roof terrace. Everybody dressed in white. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit, so let's see what happens. But they needed to even the series. Right now the series are even because we stole 1 game, they stole 1 game. So now we're going to the 4th game. But the 4th game is crucial because if we win it, then we go back with the momentum, and it's not gonna be pretty because they already lost there. So they know that we can beat them in there. So
True.
if we win that 5th game and we come back, and then Patrick Tracy comes with the whole thing and the Wayfarers, you know, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty.
So Jake, the producer is telling me that I should ask you. So who do you think is going to win game? And don't tell me how, but you think Miami is going to win it, correct?
The series or
No,
game
well,
4?
you said the series. You already said Miami in 7,
Huh?
but tomorrow's game on Friday, which is tomorrow, you're saying that Miami's going to win it.
Yeah,
Am I
Miami's
understanding
gonna,
that properly?
Miami's gonna win.
All right.
There's
Well,
not gonna be. There's gonna be no balls on the whistle. There's not. Yo,
from the 3rd row.
number 15. Woo, people shaking. Who's that guy?
All right, all right. Well, I think Denver is going to win tomorrow, and then Denver, like I said at the beginning, 4-1, maybe 4-2. Patrick Swayze, the guy with the mask, that shit ain't gonna come play, bro. Jimmy Butler has to come with the best game of his life, and he has not done so. He is lacking on that, but he needs a Robin for his Batman. He don't have one right now, so it's him against the fucking everybody else on the Nuggets. So with that being said, I'm saying Denver's gonna win it, and then they're gonna celebrate when they come back to the altitude, because that point in time is gonna give you game 5, and the altitude does get to you, my man. I live in the altitude, and it does get to you, especially after a long playoffs and 5th game. So with that being said, last thoughts, last goodbyes, man, so we can wrap this up. TL.
Well,
Okay, so go ahead.
go ahead, Jake. Me? Okay. So yeah, man, I like your prediction, brother. I respect your prediction. And I would say until the day that it happens, which will be in the next week or so, it'll be all over.
Yep.
I just don't see Patrick Swayze and DJ Jazzy Jeff. I don't see it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking back on his track record. I just don't see him not being able to make those adjustments. But I think that they won that game, that past game, and the reason why the Heat will win this game is because they won't have this. This is not going to come from the bench. 7-3, 10, and 9 won't happen. I think the Joker them could have still scored the same amount of points that they had. That's what they do. That's, that was just, 10 and 10. They had a double-double. Okay, but I just don't see it, man. Pat Riley is the Heat on this one, man.
That's true. That's true. They do have the Pat Riley card, ready and available, which is all the other time. But who knows?
Yeah.
Jacob, you wanna send us off?
Yeah. It was kind of curious that they took all the players out with 2 minutes and 24 seconds, down by 11. That's like unheard of. It's like it was a little bit curious. Crazy to the NBA finals. There's no time to
So why bring that point? Why do you say they took him out?
I don't know. There's a lot of
things that make
11
you go,
points, 11 points, a minute and something left, bro. You can go back to that shit. You can give yourself a shot. Give yourself a shot to win the
3
game.
possessions. No. I play basketball. That's 3 possession tops 4. So I found it kind of strange. I found it kind of strange that, all of a sudden, everybody's out. I was like, what? Now, even in the second game, Denver was able to come back from a 9-point deficit in 30 seconds or less. So come on, man. So, but anyway,
they found Reggie Miller. It was Reggie Miller.
He's the king of that. Well, with that being said, we want to watch the game tomorrow, and then hopefully, we'll try to do the recap on Saturday. And Saturday's a bunch of stuff going on. We got boxing, we got UFC, we got soccer, football, all kinds of stuff. So until then, blessings. to across the board, my man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, everybody.